I'm Onaliy Vinuki, Lumbini College, Colombo, 2021. 3 A5s, I got the 64th island rank and 28th district rank. No, I was expecting to get 3 A's, but I thought it would be 2 A's because the IT paper was a bit hard. But I was so happy when I saw the result. I did not expect such a result. I served as an English announcer of the school. I was the secretary of the ICT Society, secretary of the General Knowledge Club, and also I was a member of the Commerce Society. I prioritized my studies. Like if I had to choose between my extracurricular activities and studies, I would go to studies because that was my main target, and somehow I was able to manage both. I'm not a person who could stick into a timetable, but I had a goal of the day. I would start to study a part of a lesson and go through all the past paper questions and mock paper questions related to that part. And if I get any question wrong, I would refer to the answers and check why I went wrong. And then I would make sure that I won't do that mistake again. So that way of studying helped me to recap what I studied and helped me to learn how to answer questions correctly by managing the time. Before the exam, while studying, I had the pressure that I thought I'm far behind than my colleagues because when I talked with them, I got to know they have studied much more than what I have done. So that made me feel stressed. I felt I'm too late. But one day during a class, Kasun sir said, if you start now, you still got time to go for an A. So that gave me hope. I kept on studying, I worked hard, and just rather than competing myself with others, I focused only on myself, my studies and my targets. And I believed in myself and my potentials and worked hard for my success. While going to the exam hall, I was like about to cry because it was like 2.5 years we were studying and waiting for this day. And I just recall those memories where I studied, how I failed sometimes. And I felt finally this is the day where I should put everything that I studied for all these years into work. So that's what I felt. When I saw the questions, especially the contemporary ones, I was like, oh, the moon, because I knew answers for those questions. We did those questions at the class. And I was so happy. I thought, yeah, I can answer all the questions without skipping anything. So I felt happy and read the paper carefully and picked up the questions I should answer. And out of them, I first started to answer the questions that I was super confident with. And while answering the questions, I kept an eye on my watch to make sure I'm on the track and not spending much time on a single question. And also, I made sure that I'm not in a rush, because if so, I would have missed some important points in the answer. And after answering the questions, I had around 20 minutes to recheck my answers. So I went through the paper, rechecked them and correct my mistakes. I screamed out to my parents and told them I got 3 A's, and they were so happy. And then I called my grandmother because she loved me so much, so I called her and told my result. She did not have words. She got speechless. I attended Econ theory class, revision class and mock paper class. Since we did so many mock papers before the exam, I learned how to answer the questions correctly, managing the time. That helped me a lot in the exam. Especially Kasun sir provided answer sheets for all the mock papers we did in the class, complete answer sheets. Those helped me to recorrect my mistakes, like to learn what I have missed. So that helped me in the exam. Because most of the things that was on the exam, on the paper, was taught to us by Kasun sir, and the notes and tips he provided were very useful and they were easy to understand. And Kasunzo always explains hard concepts in a simple and interesting way, so it was very easy for us to grasp them. And also he always motivated us, and Kasunzo treated every student equally, and he made sure that every student understand what he taught before moving on. And he never hesitates to teach the same concept twice or thrice to a student if he did not understand. And rather than memorizing a concept, Kasunzo always taught us to understand the concept. I should say work hard, because these 2 years will decide your future, what you will do for your higher studies, how your future will go. So work hard for these 2 years, keep every other things away and focus on your targets and work hard for yourself. Everything you sacrifice for these 2 years will do good for your future.